So today's first question: why is diffusion insufficient to meet the oxygen requirements of multicellular organisms like humans? So let us discuss the answer. Unlike the unicellular organisms, the multicellular organisms have complex body structures with specialized cells and tissues to perform various necessary functions of the body. Since these cells are not in direct contact with surrounding environment, so simple diffusion cannot meet the oxygen requirement of all these cells. Let us discuss second question. What criteria do we use to decide whether something is alive? Let us discuss the answer. So the answer is any visible movement such as walking, breathing or growing is generally used to decide whether something is alive or not. However, a living organism can also have movements which are not visible to the naked eye. Therefore, the presence of life process is a fundamental criterion that can be used to decide whether something is alive or not. Let's discuss the third question. What are outside raw materials used for by an organism? Let us discuss the answer. Various outside raw materials used by an organism are as follows. First one, food as source of supplying energy and materials. Second material is oxygen. Oxygen for breakdown of food to obtain energy. And the third one is water. Water for proper digestion of food and other functions inside the body. Let us discuss the fourth question. What process would you consider essential for maintaining the life? So let us discuss the answer. So for the maintaining of life process such as nutrition, respiration, transportation, excretion, etc. are very essential. That is, nutrition means we need all the type of nutrients in our body like carbohydrate, vitamins, protein, fat, etc. In the case of respiration, we need oxygen for the breakdown of glucose into energy for producing the energy. And the transportation, that we need to transport all the nutrients and the waste materials inside and outside to our body. So transportation is very much essential. And excretion. So by the activities that take place inside our body, lots of nitrogenous waste are formed. This should be removed from our body. So excretion is very essential. So the life process such as nutrition, respiration, transportation, excretion, etc. are essential for maintaining the life. Let us discuss another question. What are the differences between autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition? Let us find out the answer. So, the first difference between autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition is that in autotrophic nutrition, food is synthesized from simple inorganic raw materials such as carbon dioxide and water, whereas in heterotrophic nutrition, food is obtained directly or indirectly from autotrophs. This food is broken down with the help of enzymes. So that is the first difference between autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. And here autotrophic nutrition, the plants synthesize their own food, whereas heterotrophic nutrition, they depend upon the others, or they depend upon the autotrophs for food directly or indirectly. So we know that for producing food in plants, they need chlorophyll because during the process of photosynthesis, chlorophyll absorb the sunlight. So in the case of autotrophs, chlorophyll is required. Whereas in the case of heterotroph, they are depending upon the autotrophs directly or indirectly. So they doesn't need chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is not required in heterotrophs. In the case of autotrophs, food is generally prepared during daytime because they need sunlight for the preparation of food in their leaves. So food is generally prepared during the daytime. But in the case of heterotrophs, food can be obtained at all time because they are depending upon others for food. All green plants and some bacteria have this type of nutrition, that is, all green plants and some of the bacteria are said to be autotrophic, whereas all animals and fungi have this type of nutrition, that is, they are literally known as heterotrophs. Let's move on to the next question. Where do plants get each of the raw materials required for photosynthesis? That is, how these plants are getting their raw materials for the process of photosynthesis. So let us discuss from the where they are getting their raw material for the process of photosynthesis. So following are the raw materials that are required for photosynthesis for the plants. That is carbon dioxide. So the plants get the carbon dioxide from atmosphere through their stomata. As you know, stomata are small pore-like structures that present on their leaves. And the second material, that is water. The plants absorb water from the soil through their roots. And water transport to their leaves by the vessel that known to be xylem. So xylem transport the water to the leaves from through their roots. And the third material is sunlight. So the sunlight which is absorbed by the chlorophyll and other green parts of the plant. So the three materials that needed for the photosynthesis are carbon dioxide, water and sunlight. Next question is, what is the role of the acids that present in our stomach? Following are the roles of acids in our stomach. Hydrochloric acid that present in our stomach dissolves bites of food and creates an acidic medium. In this acidic medium, enzyme pepsinogen is converted into pepsin, which is a protein digesting enzyme. So it helps in converting the pepsinogen into pepsin for the protein digestion. And another function or another role of acid in our stomach is that it kills many bacteria and other microorganisms that enter along with the food. Next question. What is the function of digestive enzymes? So we know that the digestive enzymes are amylase, lipase, pepsin and trypsin. So these help in the breakdown of complex food particles into simpler ones. So these simple particles can be easily absorbed by the blood and thus transported to all the cells of the body. So the nutrients such as carbohydrate, protein, fat can be digested using these digestive enzymes, and it helps to convert these carbohydrate into simple sugars, protein into amino acids, fat into fatty acids and glycerols. So the function of digestive enzyme is to break down the complex food particles into simpler ones.